About Tara mentioned that you were the guest speaker at the North Chicago Community High School graduation. Is
Yes,
that right?
yes.
Tell us some of the things that you told them to.
Well, what I told them
look
was
forward
that,
to.
sure, I told them that there were, in my opinion, 5 building blocks to success.
Okay.
I told them desire, faith, character, perseverance, and I think that's a faith. And I kind of expounded upon how each one of those they should apply in their lives and how to achieve their goals. And I just told them not to let anything stand in their way as they try to pursue their dreams. I also stressed to them that they should never, in their life, use the word can't again.
Okay.
And I told them that although that word must remain in the dictionary, don't mean it has to remain in their vocabulary. Because I told them that they can, despite whatever the circumstance is. You know, if they're in a situation where they had the opportunity to become a parent at an early age, I don't say that's unfortunate, because no birth is unfortunate. You know, children are a blessing. So if it's a situation where they became parents at an early, unexpected age, that they can still go to college. Don't say can't. You can go. You just go in a different way. So those are some of the things I tried to stress to them by way of my own background. And I just told them just that have a never give up attitude. You know, I told them that my motto is, as I deal with attorneys on a day-to-day basis, I realize that some have gone to Harvard. I realize that some have graduated the top of their class. I understand that some have longer years of experience than I do. And some of them may just know just more, a little bit more law than I know. But one thing I do know is this, is that they will never, ever outwork me. That's my motto. I mean, you know, you will never outwork me. So if I have a trial I'm preparing for, if I have to, I won't sleep. If I have to, I will go without eating as much as I need to. But whatever I need to do to get the job done, and I've done that. And so my motto is, you may have more knowledge than me in a certain area, but you'll never outwork me. And so to beat me, you got to outwork me. That's my motto. So that's why I try to extend to the kids. You know, I mean, you know, the way I choose to do it is for me, but I'm saying just to have that never quit mentality.
Again, too, there's another, the Lake County Bar Association, I guess they have, they celebrate Law Day. Law Day is always, I guess, May the 1st of each year, you know. And tell us some of the things that happen at Law Day. Why is Law Day so important? Well,
Law Day is important because on an average basis, most lay people, when I mean lay people, I mean those who aren't judges or attorneys.
Okay.
They don't understand what occurs on a day-to-day basis in the courthouse.
Okay.
And what we try to do is we try to educate the next generation as they're coming up. So Law Day focuses a lot on the youth. To allow them to come in, we do a mock trial where they can kind of see what it is, do an opening and a closing, how some of the evidence is introduced at a trial, some of the closing arguments, and just how the workings of a trial work, and just kind of educate them a little bit on some of the concepts of law so that they can have a greater appreciation. Because I know a lot of times, you know, most people look in the paper and they will wonder and ask, why did this judge give this sentence?
Okay.
Or why did the state's attorney do this?
Right.
And a lot of times because they're uninformed and they don't understand. A lot of times we are, not a lot of times, all the times we're guided by the law. And there are certain things within the law that we can and cannot do. Another thing a lot of times people don't understand too is they will wonder, well, you know, why did that case resolve itself that way? You know, why did, you know, but a lot of times they understand is in order to have a trial, you have to have witnesses. You have to have witnesses who are willing to cooperate. You have to have live witnesses, and if you don't, or if you don't have witnesses willing to cooperate, then you got to decide how can we protect society. We have to resolve this case so that way society is protected. I'm reminded of a case, I think it was out of Michigan. I think it may have been a couple of years ago, where unfortunately a young woman was sexually assaulted by an individual. I think it was her boyfriend. And it was a high school situation. And she was being bullied by other peers, saying, well, you know, how could you, I don't know the actual name, so I'll just use Johnny, for instance.
Okay.
You know, how could you accuse Johnny of this? You're ruining his life. And it caused the girl to be so upset by being bullied that she took her own life, unfortunately.
Okay.
And so the prosecutors in Michigan had to drop the case. And I know there was an outcry. They were like, well, if he confessed, or if there's certain evidence that show that he did it, why is the case being dropped? And we have what's called the Confrontation Clause in the Constitution, where a defendant must be allowed to confront his accusers. So if that person, she was no longer with us, then that prosecutor in Michigan could not go forward. So again, those are some of the things that I think lay people don't understand about our Constitution and our system of law.
This is fantastic.
So.